Fine, thank you. And you? Good government school. Um, who here is teachers? Raise your hand. Anybody? Anybody's a teacher here? Anyone not a teacher here? Excellent. You owe all these people a beer. It's not an easy job, is it? I had parent-teacher conferences this week, and my boss comes up to me and is like, "Hey, you need to take it easy." I kind of a little too honest sometimes with the parents, you know. And after my last, I was talking to my parent, you know, and she's like complaining about her son. Like, oh, he's just terrible. You know, at home, he doesn't listen to me. He's distracted all the time. I'm like, yeah, you should have 27 of those in a class, right? So you can probably relate to that. But I've been in Thailand for 20 years. Yeah. It's crazy. I came for 3 months and it lasted 20 years. And you know, people ask me when I say I've been here for 20 years, they're like, "Oh, you must speak Thai." And I really don't. My classic line is which means, you know, I speak a little bit of Thai, but I don't speak any English. And so it's a crazy language, you know. It's like they have a different word for everything. You know, when you talk about like near and far, does anybody know like the difference between near and far? It's the same word, right? So yeah, glide. So you ask someone, is it far? And they say glide. Or is that near or far? Like when you're talking to a girl and you say you're a suai, but if you say it just a little bit wrong, you could say you're beautiful, or you could say you're a disaster. It's like you can't win. And as a teacher, you know, you have this list of names that you have to go through. So I'll never forget, my friend goes into his class and he's doing the roll, and he's going down the names. And so I'm going to change this to English just so you kind of understand then how it goes. So he's calling roll. He's like, Sally, are you here? You know, Beth, are you here? Yeah, Beth's here. Pubic hair, are you here? So the difference of like woolly and muddy, anyway. So yeah, then I've talked with him about that. So I started out as a TEFL teacher. So I did my demo. Anybody a TEFL teacher? TEFL teacher? Yeah, right. So the idea with our TEFL is we go to a school, which wasn't too far from here. It's Muslim Witia, right? Cute little kids, you know, you go in there and little hijabs and the boys wearing the hats. And so I was really nervous. I used to be a banker, and I went to talk to CEOs and all this kind of stuff. And I was so nervous when I went in to talk to these kids. And they were so cute, you know, and so I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do, but luckily I didn't go first. So the guy who went in first, he comes out after about 5 minutes. His face is completely blue because he'd been wiping the whiteboard with his hands with the blue rubbing his face. So he comes out, he looks like a degenerate Smurf or something. So it's my turn. I go in and I'm like. And I got to preface this by saying, when I first came to Thailand, I was in Pattaya. Anybody been to Pattaya? No, probably not the best place to learn like proper Thai. You know, you learn the bad words like you should. You know. So I go in and I ask the guy, like, what should I teach? He's like, I don't know, just teach something about the beach. I'm like, okay. So I could draw a little bit. So I go on the. Hey everybody, how you doing? So I go on the board and I start drawing. I'm like, oh, I'll draw a palm tree. You know. So I'm drawing a palm tree. And I look around and the kids are drawing a palm tree, and I'm like, oh, what's this? And I'm like, oh, a tree. They're coming up, pulling my pants, like, oh, it's a tree. Okay. I'm doing pretty good, you know. Draw someone in a hammock, you know, teach them the word. So it comes to the time of like, okay, what can I do? I'm going to teach about figure something out. And it comes to the time, I'm like, okay, here's the core of my lesson. Right, I'm gonna draw this cute little, what's he gonna do? So I draw this little boy on the board, and he's flying a kite. And I say, what's he doing? And all the kids are like, oh, he's shag wow. So I'm petrified. Like, what did I just draw? Did I draw a masturbating boy on the board? because Jack Wow, that's slang for Jack, but it also can mean, it's a flying kite. So I was like, this is not going well, the whole 50 kids in a classroom screaming, he's jacking off, he's jacking off. And I'm just expecting the temple teacher to come storming in, like, what the hell are you doing in here? Luckily it didn't happen, so I'm like, okay, I gotta recover. So I also had this plan, teach him, some rhyming. So I quickly pivot. I start drawing this little girl, Sally, right? The rhyme, Sally sells seashells. So I'm drawing Sally, and I draw this little seashell in her hand. And I'm ready to teach him, Sally's. And I said, oh, what does Sally have? And all the kids are screaming, she has hoy, she has hoy! Which also can be vagina. So I have these little 6-year-old kids shouting, in my mind, jacking off in vagina in this class. So it did not go well, I thought. So I come out, kids loved it, the guy loved it. So I ended up getting my first job. Worked at government school. Anybody ever worked at government school?
Yep.
No. But 50 kids in a class. My worst class, which turned out to be my best class, 52 13-year-old boys in one classroom. The smell alone is unbelievable. But they sent this little woman in there, this little teacher, Jericho, never forget. We walk into this class, 52 boys in there. Of course, they're playing basketball in the class. One fan, no aircon, one blade in the fan. She walks in, everyone stops. She grabs the basketball, ran around the second floor. She throws the basketball out the window, and everyone just sat up straight away and did not say another word the rest of the class. And they were great. The Thai teachers were great. They would bring us food, this stuff that we haven't ever tried. So I'm in the class, or I'm in the office, and all the teachers bring in their own like dish, special dish. So they brought in Kanom Jean. Anybody ever have Kanom Jean? It's like that noodle, curry noodle thing, right? And you can eat a lot of it. It's pretty good, But so I'm in the back and I'm mowing down. And I see this box of pickled garlic. And I love this stuff, right? I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's garlic that's been pickled. It's pickled garlic. So, but in Thai, I don't know, I tried to study Thai. I don't really know a lot of words or whatever at the time. So I didn't know that the adjective comes after the thing, the noun, right? So I'm in there and I'm like, I'm going to use my time. So I'm eating this stuff and I turn around and I say, who brought the pickled garlic? But I should have said, who brought the garlic pickles? So this is what I said. So I'm eating and I turned around and I said, who brought the dildos? These dildos are fantastic. I love eating these dildos. I like Kanom Jean. Dog, dog. So this woman turned beet red. She stands up. So, you know what you said. You know what you said. And I had no idea. So I go home, I ask my wife, I'm like, what did I say? She's like, yeah, that's like Thai slang for dildos. So here I am with all these old ladies talking about dildos. So anyway, so I'll leave you with my last story. So I used to be a cyclist, much better now though. I mean, if you can imagine, spandex, hair blowing in the wind. Wonderful. Breathtaking, really. I mean, that's how people would describe it, breathtaking. So I used to love to ride my bicycle around Phuket town, all over the island, really. So I'm riding my bicycle in Phuket town, riding with motorcycles. And this woman, Thai people are the nicest people, right? Nice people, right? Until they get behind the car. Until they get behind the car. So I'm riding, and she cuts me off. And I'm trying to think of something to say. I'm like, hey! And she looks around, she got her daughter on the back, their flip-flops, no helmets, bags hanging from the steering wheel. And I race up to her, and I was trying to think of something to say that would embarrass her. I don't know why, maybe it's the American in me, like, oh, I'm gonna show her, you know. So I pull up next to her, and I look over, you know, glasses, stupid helmet, spandex, and I say, ah, Kang Mak, I mokanok duai. And this was their expression. I thought I said, very good, and you're not wearing a helmet either. But this was their expression. So I know I did not say that. I was so embarrassed because I had no idea what I said. But they looked, if I was probably anywhere else, I'd be in jail by now. Because this is essentially what I said. As I pull up to them, Kang Mak, Kang, Maimi Mokino. So again, I'm thinking I said what I said. Judging by their reaction, I didn't say that. So here's what I said. I pulled up and I said to him, I've got a heart on and I'm not wearing a condom either. That's why my wife has said, don't ever speak Thai. All right, that's it for me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.